This is a walkthrough of the Mariner Seville 35, last one. Just briefly having come up upon the boat on land and boarded from the ladder on the swim platform. Going through the opening in the transom, under the shrink wrap. See lots of winter dirt, but again, the shrink wrap is here to protect the boat in the meantime. And we've also got a pretty roomy cockpit, but right now there's a dinghy stored inside of it. Steps up to the flybridge, we'll review those in a second. There's a sliding door here from the cockpit, the aft cabin bulkhead. And moving inside, you see the teak and holly sole. Helm station forward to starboard. Fridge and freezer aft. Settee all the way aft on the starboard side. Big windows all around with blinds. These windows are sliders with screens. Small nav station here. You can see we've got plenty of clutter at the moment. Here's our helm seat, which the front of it folds down and hinges down, as does the footrest. Storage under the helm. Starboard side door at the helm, going out to the protected walk-around side decks. Again, with the shrink wrap and the isinglass, it's a little hard to see, or the textiline, I should say. And here's the view from the Helm Electronics, newer electronic instrumentation with the Cummins common rail diesel. And the middle forward window in the pilot, in the salon hinges open forward for ventilation. You've got great visibility all the way around here. So looking now on the port side of the salon, we have an L-shaped settee and dinette. Again, lots of clutter at the moment, and including the flybridge cushions that are there. And some other items. And then forward, this is a galley up model. Forward on the port side, there's the galley complete with propane stove, an oven, microwave oven, stainless steel sink, plenty of dry storage, pantry storage, dishes, counter space. And again, the fridge freezer is over here on the starboard side. There's the electrical panel just below the wheel. And we'll go ahead and move forward and down into the sleeping quarters. Master stateroom with the center line. We call it a double/queen berth. Probably more like a double. Nice light coming in from the overhead hatch, which also has a blind and a screen. Opening ports with screens. Hanging lockers and cupboards. And this model features a separate head with sink and vanity on one side, that's the starboard side, and on the port side is the separate shower stall. So that's obviously an advantage because one person can use the head and another person can use the shower at different times. There's also some storage underneath of the berth here. As I mentioned, a cedar-lined hanging locker there on the port side. Hinged storage underneath the steps there. And this overhead hatch slides shut to close off for privacy. So that's here. And leave it back open. When that hatch slides to close, from up here at the helm station, it also provides additional counter space. So that's nice. There's really nice woodwork inside the boat, all around. The forward sleeping area has this hinged door also with the hatch to fully close it off for privacy. And we'll take a look. I'm gonna have to hold the phone while I do this, I guess, but I'm gonna open up the engine hatch. Here it's got hydraulic arms to assist because it is quite heavy with a lot of sound deadening. And here we see the common rail diesel engine. You can see the steps going down and platforms. Easy to get around the engine space, to get around the batteries, which are secure. Very accessible engine space. I'll go ahead and close the engine room hatch. There's also another hatch here forward of the engine room, again with a hydraulic assist. And this has some access to some plumbing, some other systems, but really it's just a lot of storage space as well. As I mentioned, the electrical panel here, which we'll get a shot of. Oops. There we go. And walking back out now. Let's towel back. Before we go, we'll climb up the steps here to the fly bridge. And this is a very spacious area. Some of the cushions that were down below, you see fill in here. Full helm with controls. You can see the electronics can be mounted up here as well. Right now they're downstairs tucked away. Full instrumentation for the engine up here. Bow thruster control up here. Great sight lines and visibility. Again, the only thing to see now is shrink wrap, but imagine this is standing at the helm, looking right over the bow. Great visibility this way, and looking aft, docking the boat. You can see all four corners very easily. Plenty of space. Outboard of the helm console, you walk around the side decks here and protected by very high stanchions all the way around on both sides. I'll come back to the helm and slowly back away. There's right now helping with holding up the shrink wrap. In addition to that 2x4 that's there for the shrink wrap, you can see the stainless steel Bimini frames, and that's a feature of this boat. It's got a nice coverage of canvas and glass up here on the fly bridge. So you've got two bows, or more than two bows, but full coverage for the seating area and full enclosure. for the fly bridge. So we'll head back down the steps. Oops. And here's a quick peek at the port side deck, which is at the moment blocked off by the dinghy. Coming back down. Slide closed the door here. Peek again at the starboard side deck, and easy walk forward, and a quick look up here at the bow. And then moving back. So we'll climb down the swim ladder. Note the Seawise davit system here, connecting the dinghy and pulling it up very easily. We'll do a quick walk around just to look at the bottom. Full keel, protected running gear, nice heavy rudder. Forward, there's the bow cut out for the bow thruster. And there she is. Is she really the last one? I don't know. Thanks for taking the tour.